Hey guys, and welcome to the next video in the dog training series. In this video, what we're going to be doing is diving into the ads manager. I'm going to be going through the different ads that we're using and showing you how effective they have been and how we've got a very, very low cost per like mechanism scheme thing happening in there. I think from memory, we've been paying between 15 or 16 cents to about 18 cents per like, which is really good, especially when we only have a $5 a day budget. From there, I'm going to show you how we can then monetize other things using this big fan base that we've now created. And what I mean by that is I'm going to show you guys how we can sell other products, not affiliate products as such, but other products on the page through a system called Teespring, which is all about t-shirts and hoodies and stuff like that. But we'll talk about more about that in a minute. But let's just jump in here to the ads summary. So you can see right now, in total, since February 6th, I've spent almost $500. Just under, but every day we're getting between, what's the lowest we've got, 14 likes and 45 likes, so it jumps in between there per day. I guess the highest we've had on a day is 49, 51 there, yeah. So, but yeah, on average I guess around 33 likes a day for $5. So they're very interested people, they're interested in dog training, and we're paying next to nothing per like. And then I guess it's all about thinking how valuable are these likes. So if we can convert one in every X amount of customers, is it going to be worth continuing these ads? And so far, yes, it has. But let's have a look here. So this ad here has got us 39 likes, and this is in the past. I think this is in total. So yeah, 39 page likes, one website click. So our website clicks are obviously going to be the ones to our actual affiliate pages. This one here though has got 2,228 likes, and that's 15 cents per page like, which I think is pretty insane and really, really good. You can see here, we can view it on the news feed if you want to see what it looks like, but I'll show you guys now quickly anyway. So this is what people will see when this ad's displayed to them. Something simple as that. And funnily enough, this ad was working much better than the one with our special banner. And I've actually stopped, unless it's this one here. I'm pretty sure I deleted it. Oh, there it is. See, this one hasn't really got any page likes at all because it was not being effective, which is frustrating as I got this little banner done up on Fiverr. It was only $5 gone, so no harm lost, but very frustrating there. But you can see here, potential audience 240,000 people. That's probably the highest that I really want to go, but I guess it really does depend on the niche about how many people you want to in your potential audience, but I like to keep it around that number highest. But I normally go between 50,000 or maybe even lower, 30,000 and 250,000 max, I'd normally say. But again, it really does depend on the niche, so don't say you have to stick by that no matter what you're trying to target. Interests, I love dogs and dog lovers, so these are people that have shown interest in both these pages. Very broad audience, but it's working incredibly well as we've got 2,000 likes so far from this ad itself. Let's see what our click-through rate is for this one. So 3.3% click-through rate, which is very good as well. And in this ad we spent $351 on. So yeah, you can see now how this ad works here. And now we've got, I think, where does it say our total fans? 3,200 likes in total now. And that's really good. So what I could be doing here, if I was really interested in dog training, I could scale that up. So instead of spending $5 a day, what happens if I spend $10 a day, $20 a day, and seeing the return on investment there? But for my purposes of this campaign, I'm not going to be doing that. I think 3,200 people, with a lot of people talking about this, is a good number. But what I want to now show you, what I've been doing, is I've then, instead of pushing that affiliate product now, I want to show you how you can then diversify into different areas as well, so you're not always spamming them with one specific product. We'll head over to the dog training page here now. But what I want to show you guys is a thing called Teespring. And I've had a lot of people, when I've been making these videos, sending messages saying, are you doing a series on Teespring? I know some of the other big social media gurus in the industry are doing all these things about Teespring and how you can make so much money doing this, and products that are coming out. And a few people are actually killing it on Teespring. But let's just go over to Teespring now, so I'll show you what it's all about if you've never heard of it before. So what this site is, it's a place where you can create t-shirts, but there's no cost initially for you or even for your actual potential customers. So how does it work? So you design a t-shirt. Let's just go through the process now. So you come to Teespring, you'll hit launch new campaign. I'm going to design a t-shirt here really quickly. So let's just do that. Socialite Pro. And you can change the text here. Font colors, let's have it as this. Blue. I'm going to upload my own logo. Do I have my logo on my desktop still? No. I'll just choose one from the library then for the time being. So I wanted to have Socialite Pro with, let's go into something else. Computers and electronics. Very ugly t-shirt, but we're just going to run with it for this example. Let's have it at that. I can then choose which type of t-shirt I want. So American Apparel, you can read the Amazon reviews. Let's just do a hoodie. Let's leave it at that. So for 50 hoodies, it's going to cost you $24.40 per hoodie. You can hit next here. You can then choose how many your sales goal is. And what that means is when people come onto your page, they're going to be informed about this and then how there's going to be a sales goal. So they'll take the details of the customer, they'll then pre-order. But by pre-ordering, no money's coming out of their account just yet. Then what happens is once they've pre-ordered, once you hit your goal limit, so say 50 pre-orders or 20 pre-orders or whatever it might be, that's when the money will be taken out of their account. Teespring will then print these t-shirts or hoodies or whatever it is in the sizes that each person has ordered, print your logos, print the design on them and send them out to them, and then you'll get a commission depending on how many you sold. And that's where it's a bit of a mind game when looking at sales goals. So obviously if you say it's a sales goal to 400, you're going to get a better deal per hoodie or per t-shirt from the actual team at Teespring. So say here, I want this to be $60 a hoodie. So at $60 a hoodie, if I sold 50 hoodies, I'd make $1,700 profit. If I sold, even if I sold 10, I'd make $320 if I sold them for $60. So and I told you the different profits here, and you can go in here and if you want to add a t-shirt or hoodie, a tank top, v-neck, whatever it is, we'll just add them in there. So again, really just a quick overview. People pre-order, no money's taken out of their account just yet. You set a sales goal. Once the sales goal is met by everyone pre-ordering, then the money comes out. You get given the commission profit. Teespring then handles everything else, returns, shipping it out to them, taking their card details, everything. You don't need a website, you don't need anything at all. And this is a really cool way of making some money, but you've got to do it right. Again, like anything else, it's not just going to be an easy overnight solution to make millions of dollars like a lot of people seem to claim, and a lot of different forums and blogs and stuff saying I've found the newest way to make millions. But you really can dominate on this. So let's just go over here, teespring.com/discover. And you can hear and see that. See, this t-shirt here has sold 1,400 and their limit was 200. So their minimum order limit was 200. So that's absolutely smashed it there. So you can imagine the profits of that t-shirt there. So yeah, and you just go through this page here and see which ones are really trending at the moment. A lot of the gurus out there that they say if you're going to be using Teespring, don't reinvent the wheel. Go on here, do something similar to what's happening on this discovery page or the top selling pages. A lot of people base them around different sports. A lot of people base them against upcoming events, Christmas, Halloween, whatever it might be. But yeah, there's some cool ones on there. But yeah, don't reinvent the wheel. Just go with something and change it, make it better. That's what everyone does, even with online marketing products. You always see new products coming out that are similar, but they might be that little bit better or a little bit more information, or might have that bit more of an edge rather than coming out with something completely random and new. So to save time, it's the best way to do it this way. And what I decided to do was test a t-shirt design, selling it to dog lovers throughout my dog training page, and using that dog training page as a post for my dark posts. If you haven't looked at the dark post series, I'd recommend checking out that in the Facebook drop-down tab. But I've been using the Facebook page as a post to actually create these dark posts on. So let's just go back here and I'll show you what I've done. I first did a quick little update. I created a shirt called the Dog Mother. So a bit of a takeoff of the Godfather. Really silly shirt, I guess, but worded it pretty creatively, and then I thought I'd just give it a go and see what happens. I didn't really actually record the video of me making the shirt and everything like that because I just had no idea how it was going to go. I just purely wanted to test it to see if I can get some people interested. So this is what I posted here first. I then decided to do a dark post, which I'll just pause quickly here. I'll get it up for you in 1 second. Okay, so this is what the dark post looks like. Again, just quickly, a dark post is a post from a page or that has not been displayed in the actual page's newsfeed itself. So it's hidden from the actual standard newsfeed, but people will see these in their newsfeed that it's sponsored and that it's from that specific page. So you can see your dog training. This is the little banner I've done up. Very simple banner to do up. I just did this in Photoshop. Just got I actually screenshotted this from the my actual Teespring site, the actual wooden background with a t-shirt on it, and then I just created a few different buttons here. So you can see here the different ones I've created, so I can move all these around or whatever. Just did that there on Photoshop myself. Again, if you're not that good with Photoshop or you're not quite sure how it works, what you can do is just go on Fiverr.com and get someone to design you one of these really quickly. Just make sure they use the Facebook text to image ratio guidelines. So you need 20% text max per photo that you're going to be using on in the newsfeed or any Facebook advertising at all. If you have more than 20% text, your advertisement will actually be paused. Sorry, excuse me for 1 second. Hey everyone, sorry about that. I just had to have a sneeze and I thought that would have looked very strange if I did that on camera, so I decided to pause it there. But yeah, make sure your banner is going to be under 20% text, otherwise it will be denied from being shown on Facebook, as it will breach their terms and conditions for newsfeed or even for Facebook advertisements in general. But yeah, so there we go there. Now let's have a look at how this ad's doing. We have a look here. This is a case where I'm targeting a lot more people than I usually would, and I guess this comes down to me targeting multiple countries, which I don't normally do. You can see here I've targeted people in Australia and the United States. Obviously, the United States has a lot more people, which made this audience way bigger. I'm targeting females that are interested in dog breeding, dog breeds, and dog training, and I'm only showing this ad in the news feed for desktop and mobile users. So I'm not showing it on the sidebar, I'm not showing it anywhere else, just in the news feed itself. And that's one of the key things with dark posts, that you're only showing your ad to people who are very interested in the newsfeed. And I personally believe newsfeed ads work better. Some people might argue with that, but I personally like to use newsfeeds, as I think it takes up more real estate of your screen. You can do a lot more stuff and stand out a lot more. You can add in descriptions for links, all that kind of cool stuff, which I do cover in the Dark Post series. So yeah, I've added this little dog shop now button, but what you can see here is that if I open this up again, you can see I've got over 101 likes, and this has only been running for how many days? This is running for, I think it's maybe 3 or 4 days. So I wouldn't really count a day because that was only the night time I started it. So 1, 2, 3 days, and we're on our 4th day now. It's around $25 a day to test how it works and to see if people will buy this shirt and if this type of marketing is going to be beneficial for me. Back here, yeah, so you can see the ad here again. You can see it's connected to my dog training page. But what I'll show you guys now is, in total, we've now had 330 clicks with 30 cents per website click, as I'm setting into a website rather than my dog training page. But again, they have the option to click on the dog training page here, which is a good way to get a bit more traffic. But I'll show you guys what we've done. I've called this one, these are the comments people are doing, and 48 shares, which is really cool stuff there. But let's go to Teespring, the dog mother. If I scroll down now, you can see I've sold 15 and I made my total of 30. And I'm selling them for $19.95 for the t-shirts. I've only done a single t-shirt here, but what you can do is you can do them in different colors. You can do hoodies and stuff like that. But I was just giving this a go. Pretty creative in my text, bolding relevant things here. So I've got another 4 days to reach my goal of 30. And what I want to do now is, so if I look at 15, I'm making about $10 roughly per shirt. So I've got made about $150 in profit now that I've sold 15 here, but I've also spent $100 here. So there's about $50 profit right now. But the thing here is I spent $100 and I'll only ever get this profit here if I sell 30 to begin with, because that's what I've set it to. And what now is the decision: do I continue doing this for another 3 or 4 days left on this campaign and hope that I get another 15 sales like I have in the past few days, or 15 or more? Or do I start scaling this up so I can see how many website clicks I'm getting here and how many people are interacting with the post? Is it worth doing that and scaling this up to $50 a day, or is it worth just running it at $25 a day, or is it worth cancelling this campaign altogether? Right now, because I'm in the profit, I think it's worth continuing, but I want to make sure I get to those 30 sales. Otherwise, I'm not going to get any money at all, and I would have spent a couple $100 on advertising. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to really push this. I'm going to double my budget by hitting this little option here. Let's do this at $50 a day. I'll save this. And then what I will do is I'll come back over here and we'll see. So I've got 4 days left to buy. We're now doing $50 a day, and we're going to see how this is going to affect the sales. So in the past 3 or 4 days, I made 15 sales. Let's see how long it's going to take us to get to that 30 mark, because I'm really going to push it. And I might even if it looks like I might not make money, but it might still be better to continue the campaign just to get that some money back than no money at all. So it's a bit of a hit and miss type game here, testing different ads, seeing what works. You can see here this ad's obviously doing the best. I paused these ones because they weren't getting that much attention. You can see here they had a 0 point, very small click-through rates, but here we've got a 3% click-through rate, which is quite good. But with 300 website clicks, I've only sold 15, so maybe I need to edit this text up a bit here. So we'll play around with that. It's always a good thing to always split test things, see what works, and you'll get the hang of it in no time. But yeah, so this is the first time I've used that, and used that Teespring actually before. I've known about it, but I've never used it. So 15 sales there feels pretty good for the first time, and just doing a very simple campaign here. So now we're scaling it up, seeing what can happen, and hopefully with the social proof of that dark post ad, this one here, with the social proof now, so when people see that 101 people have liked it, 48 people have shared it, there's 10 comments, and they're all organic, there's no manipulation there, that's all coming from these ads. You can then see now that's going to add social proof, and people will then be more inclined to purchase it and click through and see what it's all about. Whereas starting off, it's always the hardest to get the first couple of sales, because if someone comes onto this page and sees that no one's bought it, you're going to need that first person to commit. But when you give them a great deal like this, like $19 for a teen, if they are a dog lover, it'll be a no-brainer for them. And there's cool things with Teespring as well, that it's free shipping in the USA, and if it's the rest of the world, it's very cheap as well. But yeah, I might even do another video series like purely on Teespring and see if we can hit up some different niches and see how the best way I find doing it, and the best way we can create very customized targeted audiences to get these t-shirts and hoodies and memorabilia too. But we'll look at that later. But yeah, that's where we're at with the dog training series now. I'll come back in a few days once we've hopefully cracked the 30 sales mark. That way we know our customers is definitely going to get their commission, get their shirts. I'll get my commission, and then we'll just go from there. So I'll speak to you guys soon, and thanks for watching this video. Bye.